Brian Baker here with Hunt Fish Camp. We finally have some ice on Lake Onalaska. It is a little bit sketchy still, even though it is Furio Field negative 21 right now. But able to get out just a little ways and do a little fishing here. You got a fish coming up right now. There we go. Alrighty. And this is what we are targeting today, which is nice bluegills. This is a good cleaning size gill. Probably 7.5 to 8 inches. He's not a giant gill, but he's pretty nice. And it is a tough bite today. And so we're going to use a couple of baits today. I'll show you what I'm using and how you can get out even on a tough bite. Catch some fish. Nice bluegill. There you go. So nice bluegill. Definitely a cleanable one. And we're using the rocker jig. Go. And we got ourselves a little perch. There we go. Nice bluegill. Alright, so when the fishing is really, really tough, what you gotta go to a lightweight and a little rocker jig. In this case I'm using purple. I actually probably should be using one of my other ones, but I was hoping to get some crappies here, and we got a beautiful bluegill right there. That's a nice one. Holy cow. There we go, that's a big bluegill. That is a big bluegill. So we just had a big front come in. I don't know if you can see me on here. Just had a big front come in, and so it was a high pressure day, high sun, super cold. It's real feel of 21 below zero. The fish are not biting very well at all, but you put on a really lightweight bait. I did have to put a spike on there, so I put one little spike on my rocker jig. That's all it takes. That was a big one. Jeepers. Oh my gosh. Holy cow. These are giant bluegills. It's so hard to tell on the camera how big they really are. These are big ones. I don't have a tape measure with me, but that's a 9-inch gill right there, which is awesome. Sheesh, look at that. It goes all the way up. Look at that thing. That is a big bluegill. Down he goes. Now, bluegills are my favorite to eat, so they are lucky today that I don't have time to clean fish when I get home, so. There we go. Jeepers. Nice bluegills. Just come in and eat it. There we go. So the reason such a lightweight bait works so well on days like today, when they really aren't biting very well, when they open their mouth to suck in that water, if it's a really heavy bait, it doesn't suck in all that easily, and they're not sucking very hard on a day like today. But so even today, when they just barely suck it in, they barely suck it in. It's such a lightweight bait, the hook end just ends up in their mouth. They get hooked up real easy. There we go. Oh, they're all so nice. Big gills. Another awesome big bluegill right there. Swimming the wrong way, dude. There you go, catching perch too. Thought he seemed like he was fighting awful hard. There we go. It's a nice one. It's a good cleaner size right there. Well, apparently the big ones left, and the little ones have moved in. Literally just a skin of spike on there. This is why I buy spikes and not waxworms, actually, because spikes will last a long time, whereas waxworm, you almost need to put on a new one after every single fish, because they get tore up so quick. Look at that. Okay. Catching bluegills on a little Cecil. So when I'm in bluegill country with a little Cecil, add a spike to it. If I'm around crappies, no spike. Perch, yeah, I usually don't need a spike for big perch, but little perch, they like it. And another one. Oh yeah. Sheepers. Haters. Alrighty. We are still catching them, but I need to go. Packer game is going to start pretty soon. We need to get to that. So on these really, really tough days, when, you know, cold front just came through, it's high sun, it's windy today, it's one of those just kind of nasty days to be fishing, but you can go out with a rocker jig or a little Cecil and put a spike on there, get on some bluegills, and have some fun, catch some fish. There we go. Jig, keep twisting. Oh, there's a good way. There's a good one to end on. Nice gills. If I was keeping fish, I'd have a good mess of fish to eat today. Beautiful, awesome bluegills. That's my favorite one to eat, by the way, too, are bluegills. I prefer them over perch, crappies, anything. Hopefully you learned something today. I was able to help you out. As always, subscribe, comment down below things you want to see, or what's your favorite bait that you like to use, especially on these nasty kind of days. What's your go-to confidence bait? And hopefully you can get out there, catch some fish. It's getting cold. It is cold. Ice is forming. We should be able to fish just about anywhere pretty soon. See ya. Oh boy. That is the tiniest. I don't even see my jig on there, but